Did prominent Arizona Republican figures attempt to influence former gubernatorial candidate Kari Lake by offering financial incentives for her to withdraw from the upcoming Senate race? Newly released, secretly recorded audio strongly suggests such a scenario. The recording appears to capture the conversation between Kari Lake and Arizona GOP chair Jeff Bribed, where he inquired about the possibility of providing money to persuade Kari Lake to drop out of the race. This dialogue that I'm about to show you explores various monetary figures reaching as high as $1 billion. However, Kari Lake firmly rejected any financial inducement, emphasizing that the matter for her is about the country, not money. And so, before I continue to comment, I'll play the details of the devil over here. The devil in the details. There we go.
Is there a number at which
I can be bought?
not be bought?
That's what it's about.
You can take a pause for a couple of years.
No.
And then go right back to what you're doing.
No. 10 million, 20 million, 30, no. $1 billion, no. This is not about money. This is about our country. I think it's disturbing that they would even, that anybody would think this is.
No, to be fair, even me, I'll say this. I want a fresh face right now for the reason that I've never seen anyone, I can't think of a single person in a federal race who's lost, ran in and won. I can't think of it. If you can think of it, let me know.
I'm not going to let these people who hate our country tell me not to run. You should call them and tell them to get behind me. So what's going on? What is, I'm assuming this is our friend.
This is back east. There are very powerful people who want to keep you out.
Oh, no, they do.
But they're willing to put their money where their mouth is in a big way. So this conversation never happened.
This is crazy, though. They should want me. I'm a great candidate. People love me. These people are corrupt.
Well, maybe you're right.
They are right. They are corrupt.
Maybe. This never happened. Don't go. Do you ever go? I'll get myself in trouble. This, if you say no, which is fine, it's your choice. Don't tell people.
They're gonna try to have me murdered.
I wouldn't have that either. Today's world, man. If that stuff that came out last week is right about the cartel stuff, I mean, right? They say the cartel's operating in 50 states right now. You know? So
what's going on? Who is it? What?
Forget the who. Let me just tell you the what. Let's just say there are people calling around saying, gosh, no, they can't repeat this. Never repeat this. If you say no, don't. If you say, I got offered to buy out. Don't use it. Because then we lose our ability to get things done in the future.
Here's my problem. Rather than just say, let's work with her. She's a great candidate. Because they don't own me. And it pisses me off.
Yeah, it's not about ownership.
It's about control.
I don't know if it's about control. It's about being on the team. I guess that's, you know what I mean?
They want to be on the team.
They want you to be on their team.
But
Just team, you know?
But if they're pushing a globalist agenda, I can't do that. So what do they want? What do they want me to do?
You want to stay out for 2 years. But I'll tell you what I can offer you. But I said you can do whatever you want. It's a talking head, isn't it? So the ask of me was, it's kind of funny. So the ask I got today from back east was, it has to stay between us. Is there any companies out there or something that could just put her on the payroll and give her to keep her out?
Man, this guy is such a
What do you wanna
creepo,
do?
just
Whatever we need.
whispering
This is about defeating
before
Trump.
he says an act.
And I think that's a bad thing for our country. DeSantis is not America first. This is about the final death blow to Trump. And I don't think that's good for our country.
And you know I love Trump. I love Trump.
It's not good for our country, Jeff.
It's not. But at the same time, I'm not even sure Trump can win again. I don't know if he can win again. I think what it really comes down to for a lot of people, it's not really about like control or agenda. It's just about the ability to raise money to win. You know, if you really want to know, all of politics boils down to money. I think. Absolutely. And even on their end, like what makes them the most money?
I know all these consultants don't want their payday to end, and I don't want to make a deal with these kind of people. This is a hill worth dying on. I'm not. If they're going to steal the election to make me and our movement go away, I'm not letting them do that. I owe it to the people of Arizona
Or
to carry their torch and their voice.
Or you don't go away, but you pause.
This is the battles right now, Jeff.
And you fill your coffers.
No, the battle is right now. The battle is right now, and we don't have time to pause on this battlefield.
You're not. You can't scratch their back. It's not afraid of you.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
There really has to be a way to remove this guy.
He resigned.
No, he didn't. What are you Tristan, shut up!
No, I thought I read he resigned.
No, the Arizona Republican chair did not resign.
I saw in the news something along those lines. I'm not trying to butt in, but
You just did.
Well, no, I mean I'm not trying to contradict you. I'm just saying I thought I read on the news. I watch Arizona Channel 3, Channel 5, you know. I'm pretty sure it said he resigned.
Let's. If you're bullshitting, I'm getting at you for that interruption.
No, I feel like I read it. That's why.
Like
that, yeah, I saw it on the ticker tape on Channel 3, Channel 5. Yeah, the news, the local news. No, I'm not bullshitting, but
you did. Okay,
you're damn right.
I apologize for my
Yeah, you're damn right. You're damn right. You're
transgression.
Oh, shut up! All right, do your show.
Okay,
What are we gonna do with this information?
So that fucking Jeff fucking resigned. Yeah, I mean, I know that's something that they would use against him in a re-election, bid. So anyway, while this bribery attempt is intriguing, this recorded conversation takes a more ominous terms, as we heard, as Jeff implies that this bribe could, revealing this bribe to her could lead to an assassination attempt on him.
Fuck him! I'm more worried about her.
Kari Lake, she contemplated going public with the information, but expressed concerns about potential repercussions. Subsequently,
Lake 28, I guess.
So as Tristan just told me, he fucking resigned from his position after this tape went viral. So this really hints at a potential legal action against Kari Lake. In response, Lake seizes the opportunity to appeal for funds, asserting her commitment to her candidacy for the sake of her children and the state of Arizona. The fallout from the tape's release confirms the attempted bribery, as Jeff acknowledges his actions and resigns to avoid further damaging revelations. This incident raises questions about the internal dynamics of the Republican Party and the lengths some may go to influence election outcomes. Despite the controversy, Kari Lake leverages the situation for fundraising, emphasizing her unwavering dedication to her political goals. This incident sheds light behind the scenes on the maneuvering in political campaigns, prompting discussions on the ethical implications of such actions. While not an endorsement of the behavior, this situation underscores the complex nature of political dealings and the potential impacts on electoral processes. In further news, stranded at Davos, how unfortunate it was for Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, who was reportedly found abandoned at the elite World Economic Forum due to more malfunctions with the aircraft from his former corporate client, Boeing.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm getting sucked out the window just at the name.
Above his planned return from Switzerland last week, Blinken boarded a Boeing 747 plane.
Oh, the masks go on as such.
However, a critical issue with the aircraft grounded him, forcing him to fly home on a smaller jet. The reported failure involved the plane's oxygen system, with an oxygen leak causing the grounding of the Boeing aircraft. NBC News, as reported by The Lever, highlighted additional Boeing news, including
the preceding news,
including claims of safety issues and falsified records. These revelations raise questions about the immunity deal granted to Boeing, allowing them to avoid criminal prosecution on fraud allegations. The Federal Aviation Administration has responded by pausing Boeing's planned expansion of its 737 MAX aircraft production. Nonetheless, the agency has cleared the 737 MAX for inspection, potentially allowing the planes to be ungrounded in the coming days. NBC journalist Katrina Shawank provides insights into her latest reporting on Boeing, exploring the background of these incidents, including a recent emergency door detachment during a flight. While statistics may indicate overall safety in air travel, concerns arise over specific incidents, such as the Alaska Airlines event, prompting questions about Boeing's company culture and the prioritization of profits over passenger safety.
Which Alaska Airlines incident? Was it the one where the door fell off or the one where the guy crashed the plane?
I guess all of them, Tristan.
Say no more.
The Lever delves into the criminal investigation against Boeing following crashes in Indonesia and Ethiopia that claimed 346 lives. The limited criminal probe resulted in a single fraud charge, prompting criticism of a lenient approach. Schwank emphasizes the importance of a zero-tolerance policy for serious failures and questions how Boeing's company culture has allowed such incidents to occur. The lever further discusses the deferred prosecution agreement signed in 2018 during the Trump administration, shielding Boeing from extensive litigation. Schwank connects the dots between corporate influence and political decisions, pointing to Nikki Haley's ties to Boeing and her role in protecting this company's interests, corrupt interests.
Hey, I'll vote for Nikki Haley before I vote for Carly Fiorina. Is she
Shut
still running?
Shut up. This conversation really concludes with reflections on Boeing's changing reputation from "unless it's Boeing, I'm not going" to the more critical sentiment encapsulated in the phrase, "if it's a Boeing, a yank goin'." Secretary Blinken's plight at Davos serves as a metaphor for the broader challenges facing Boeing and the overall aviation industry. Now, with Donald Trump securing victory in the New Hampshire primary against that dreaded old crone, the likelihood of a Trump Biden rematch in the 2024 presidential race has significantly increased. However, polls indicate that a majority of Americans are not really enthusiastic about such a rematch, reminiscent of the 2020 election. A Decision Desk HQ News Nation poll reveals that 59% of Americans are not keen on a Biden-Trump rematch.
Oh.
So, despite the apparent inevitability of a Biden-Trump showdown, there is uncertainty about whether a potential alternative choice could alter the dynamics of this 2024 race, Ross Perot style.
Oh.
No Labels, a bipartisan ballot access group, has floated the idea of a quote-unquote unity ticket, aiming to provide an alternative option. However, this proposal has faced scrutiny, especially from, Democrats, who don't really love democracy that much.
Demon cats.
Demon cats, or
Demon cats.
rats.
Demon cats.
Who fear that it could, quote unquote, ensure Trump's re-election. Joe Cunningham, the head of No Labels, emphasizes the organization's commitment to offering another choice if that's what Americans want. Currently operating in 14 states, No Labels plans to expand its ballot access to all 50 states and Washington, D.C. The decision on whether to run a unity ticket will be made after Super Tuesday. Once
can you remind us what Super Tuesday is?
I'm not going to do that because I'm doing something else right now.
Well,
Once the presumptive nominees from major parties are clearer. Regarding potential candidates for the unity ticket, Cunningham acknowledges discussions with various individuals, including former Governor Larry Hogan and Senator Joe Manchin. While Nikki Haley's name was unfortunately brought up, Cunningham emphasizes the importance of taking time to make the right decision and nominating a ticket with a viable pathway to victory. So, addressing concerns about quote-unquote sore loser laws, Cunningham notes that No Labels is considering legal aspects to ensure the ticket's eligibility. He also mentions ongoing legal challenges and, complaints related to voter intimidation, highlighting the organization's commitment to securing ballot access. Cunningham defends No Label's bipartisan approach, emphasizing the need to bridge on the partisan divide and work collaboratively on key issues. He discusses the potential benefits of a bipartisan administration, fostering communication between the executive and legislative branches to address challenges more effectively. And so, as for the nomination process and potential virtual convention, Cunningham indicates that details will be released when ready. The focus remains on securing ballot access and responding to Americans' desire for an alternative choice. So when questioned about the unity ticket's impact on presidential debates, Cunningham expresses confidence that the ticket's popularity and alignment with Americans' wishes would facilitate participation in debates. So Cunningham expresses confidence that this potential ticket's popularity and alignment with Americans' wishes would facilitate participation in debates. He downplays concerns about the 15% threshold for debate qualification, emphasizing the potential success of a competitive three-way race. Cunningham addresses criticisms and legal challenges, emphasizing No Label's commitment to providing Americans with another option. He rejects the idea that No Labels is causing chaos and asserts the organization's dedication to transparency and fairness. So concerns about potential nominees, such as RFK Jr., are acknowledged. But Cunningham reiterates No Label's focus on ballot access and the candidate lineup. The ultimate goal is to present a ticket that resonates with Americans seeking an alternative choice, regardless of left or right. Asked about the difficulty of choosing between a Biden or Trump re-election, Cunningham, a former congressman, clarifies his stance by expressing his past vote for Trump's impeachment. He asserts that No Labels would not run a ticket if it seemed to spoil the election for one candidate. In conclusion, Cunningham reassures that No Labels is taking a quote-unquote thoughtful and strategic approach to its unity ticket proposal, and details about nominees and the nominations process will be shared when the organization is ready. Now, earlier this year, I registered with the No Labels Party. I'm reconsidering my registration, I have to say.
Hell, I would too.
Just given the fact that now we've just figured out that Cunningham, the current leader of the party, of the National Party, that is, voted for Trump's impeachment. On the basis that Trump made a legitimate question about about Biden's pressuring to get a prosecutor of Hunter Biden's company fired in Ukraine. So,
do you mind if I cut in with a public service announcement
I
about
do.
Super Tuesday?
I do.
Super Tuesday falls on March 5th, 2024, and the states will include Alabama, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Maine, Massachusetts, Minnesota, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, and Virginia.
Okay, there we go. So, as the 2024 election approaches, Joe Biden faces challenges, particularly from Dean Phillips, his closest competition for the Democratic nomination. Phillips highlights that Biden's current popularity is 4 points lower than Donald Trump's at a similar point in his presidency, making him, Joe Biden, the most unpopular president in the modern era. Phillips draws attention to poll results indicating a decline in Biden's support among black voters, a crucial part of his electoral coalition. A recent polls show disapproval among black voters on key issues such as the economy and inflation. This shift is attributed to concerns about economic issues, with Black and Latino voters expressing
dissatisfaction.
Yes, and please, I only stuttered because you butted in, by the way, earlier. So stop. With Biden's handling of inflation, the discussion extends to questions about Biden's mental acuity, prompting my mental acuity with this fucker interrupting in the background, prompted by a peculiar comment during a rally in Virginia, where he referred to the real governor, Terry McAuliffe. Some interpreted this as casting doubt on the legitimacy of the current Virginia governor, Glenn Youngkin, a Republican. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre defended Biden's comment as a quote-unquote joke. So this is just a joke. Okay. About McAuliffe's previous term as governor. However, the incident raises broader questions about Biden's communication and mental sharpness. So this conversation shifts to the black vote, with myself noting a perceived lack of a specific black agenda under Biden. Economic issues, the distribution of funds, and the unmet promises contribute to growing dissatisfaction among black voters. A shift in voting patterns is observed, with more black voters considering alternatives or choosing not to vote at all in 2024. So regarding alternatives, third-party candidates, I will mention Cornel West's reparations platform and Jill Stein's supposed support for reparations through the controlled opposition Green Party. RFK Jr. is also noted for his focus on key states rather than a nationwide approach. This emphasizes the importance of ballot access. On the issue of platforms, as you all know, Dr. Shiva appeals to me the most. Being, unlike RFK Jr., anti-Zionist, and unlike Cornel West, anti-COVID-19 84. I really do think Shiva Ayyadurai, at least platform-wise, is the most viable candidate. Don't interrupt me, Tristan.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Okay, and don't make fun of RFK Jr.'s voice.
Oh, you're
There's plenty to mock about him without making fun of his voice, especially on stream.
Whatever.
Somebody will, so please stop.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry for my frustration, but this guy won't stop. I keep asking, he won't stop.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Finish your damn stream. Jeopardy's coming on.
I know. So, please, stop.
Okay.
Stop. The potential impact of third-party and independent candidates on the election is discussed. I absolutely recommend that people be inclined to vote against the duopoly or choose not to vote at all. This electoral landscape and the dissatisfaction with major party candidates present overdue challenges and opportunities for alternative voices in the 2024 election. Biden's cognitive decline compels me to assert that his presidency has been an embarrassment for the Democratic Party. Dean Phillips despite Biden winning the Democratic New Hampshire primary, poses a real challenge to Biden. Having finished, near 20%, 19 point something percent. So, while I'm eager to see that play out in particular, this is all really unfolding. And the uncertainty surrounding voter choices and the potential impact of alternative candidates present a dynamic and intriguing scenario for the 2024 election. As this conversation, really leaves us with a sense of anticipation about how these factors will shape the narrative in the coming months. Thank you all for joining in or watching later. This has been another edition of Rat Streams. I'll maybe do a game streaming later on. That's unlikely. We'll see though. Thank you.